I wasn't going to do what these. I say that every time, man. And there's just too much freaking going on in the world, and you need to know where to stand. Yeah, because just, I mean, people on the right mock Joe Biden for being Sleepy Joe, but at least there wasn't like a fucking tweet storm every fucking day with new stuff. And it's just that fire hose of bullshit that you just don't know how to keep up with anything. I mean, remember when they tried to change the name to the Gulf of America? I mean, it's just everything about it is just fucking insanely stupid. And now people are dying because just the other day, yesterday, um, a Democratic state senator from I forget where now got shot. And it's like, if you create a space, which is the entire country, that violence is acceptable, people are going to die. You know, they're just going to die. And that's what Trump's done. He set it all up so that you could, I mean, back in those, when people ran into Charlottesville or something. Was it Charlotte? I can't remember now. Somewhere on the East Coast. And he's like, oh yeah, but there were good people on both sides. No, there weren't. One was a bunch of fascists and the other were just normal people. So when you normalize being a horrible person, then everything of bad behavior gets to be acceptable. And it's not. It's still bad behavior. But in their minds, they think it's acceptable because, hey, you know, it's that big guy up there did it. So can I. Anyway, it's sad. It's really sad because America's such a wonderful, welcoming, friendly, amazing country. And for this crap to be going on, it just breaks my heart because you can't avoid it because it affects everybody eventually, you know? And if it doesn't affect you, you're not paying attention. Anyway, I have started to shoot my film. The boat is just there. All there. See? And we started to shoot on the film, shoot on the boat the other day. Just getting started. Like nothing complicated, but over the next week it's going to start to get a lot more complicated. There's some really like big stuff that we need to shoot because you want to ramp it up slowly, but you also want to get some of the difficult stuff done quite early on in the shoot because then it's like climbing up the steps and then skateboarding down the hill. Get up there as quickly as you can and then coast all the way downhill the rest of the film. That's the thought anyway. It's going to happen. But at least we've started. There's footage that's been captured that will be in the film. And my actors are awesome. Is this thing working still? Yes, it is. Screen went off. Ooh, 9% battery left. Anyway, yeah, I managed to kill my GoPro. This is a second GoPro, but it only does 1080. It doesn't do 4K. So I need to get another 4K camera, 5.3. Who knows? But yeah, I was watching the LA protests and throughout America very carefully because those are my friends. They're the ones who were out there with banners and signs, and they're pissed off. And you kind of, I mean, people in the rest of the world, they know what LA is, but they don't understand what a strong community there is there because they haven't lived there. It's not their fault. But it's like, I never had a problem with any Hispanic person at all the whole time I was there because they're just there. They work hard and they're great people. And, you know, you go shopping in East LA and I don't know, I love it all. And I never had a problem. And all of a sudden they've been rounded up and taken home and deported to wherever. And you're like, what? Why? I mean, the whole system worked. Is it perfect? No. Is there illegal immigration? Yes. Should they secure the border a little bit more? Probably. But when you start going into schools and rounding up teachers, or going to playgrounds and rounding up the nannies who are looking after their kids, it's just fucking wrong. And yet, half the fucking population who voted think it's amazing. They think, yeah, that's what we wanted. Fortunately, I thought there was going to be more trouble, but people throughout the No Kings thing were very good, and they didn't cause very, very trouble throughout all of America, which is pretty amazing. And Elliot to put out with that stupid, fucking, idiotic parade. If the camera cuts at any second, I'm sorry, I'll just follow up next week. The other thing I follow very closely is the Ukraine war. And that's just taking it. Everyone is stepping up, apart from America, Trump. Although even Trump is letting some things slide in. But it's the Ukrainians haven't lost. They're not losing their country, and they're never going to lose the country. So Europe is stepping up. They're getting a bunch more F-16s, more weapons. It's just they're getting tons of support. And that operation they did, Spiderweb, was phenomenal. No one's ever done that before. Absolutely phenomenal. Anyway, we're down to 1%. So before it just cuts off and maybe loses the file, I will end my little Sunday rant right here in beautiful Sima. Going to meet someone today, this evening, who watches my channel. And he's like, hey, I watch your channel. I can see your boat from my hotel. So I'm like, let's meet for a drink. So that's what we're doing this evening. And then, then it's Monday and meetings about the film. And we've got good weather all week. So it's going to be wonderful, just like it is right now. So thank you for listening to my little rant. And I'll see you next Sunday, maybe. I'm not going to do these every Sunday, but, every now and again. Okay, bye-bye.